Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. This is my first speech. I'm going to take you through some of the incidents what happened in my life and how that has impacted me. So, okay, my journey started with the day I was born. So, I was born to a family of teachers. So, there's a saying which says, a good teacher is like a candle. It burns itself to give a light to the others. So, like, I'm born in the midst of teachers. My grandparents were teachers, my uncles and aunts were teachers, and my parents were also teachers. So it's like everywhere you see there are teachers around. And I was born in a place called Kolar, which is 60 kilometers from here, Bangalore. Okay, and the other things are like, there are a couple of things which happened in my life or which I observed during my time span, which had an impact on me. So I'm going to take you through some of those incidents. So the first one I want to talk about is my father. So my father was a very inspiration to me in my life. Whatever the belief, whatever things he did, I really value them, and there are a few things which are like very much close to my heart. The one such incident was he had a strong belief that even in a family, like women should be like financially independent. So he was the one who motivated my mother to get into a teacher's training after their marriage, and he was the one who motivated her to get onto a job as a teacher. So he's like a person like who always motivates people. He never goes out of that motivation treasure. So he always has it in abundance. And we are three sisters, and both my sisters are teachers. I'm the only one in the family like who moved out of teaching, and I become an engineer in Motorola. However, my father had a dream about me that I'll be a lecturer in teaching maths in Baldwins, so which never fulfilled. Okay, so that was one thing what I liked about my father. Like, he doesn't force his dream on his kid. Like, he had a dream, but he never restricted me to pick up my own choices. So the second incident what I wanted to share with you all was something which happened in my school days. So till 7th standard I used to study in Kannada medium. So from 8th onwards I was put in English medium. So I was sent for English tuitions to one sir. So the first day only he asked me, okay, now from the day 1 onwards we will be conversing in English only. We will not talk in your mother tongue or whatever. Even though you don't understand, you have to tell me which word you don't understand. So then I'll try to put a different simple words in place of that. So I was like a bit hesitant and I had my apprehensions. So he gave me a couple of tips, and one of the tips which really worked for me was he told me you start thinking in the same language, English. So you don't try to always do the translation in your mind. So when you're doing translation, you lose time and you tend to pick the words which you know from your pool only. So if you start thinking, the words will come automatically to your mind. So that really helped me, and I was able to cross that barrier. And the second incident what I wanted to share with you was when I first became a software engineer, it was in a mid-sized company. So the first assignment what I got was to do something with some coding stuff. They just gave me a brief introduction, like this is what you're supposed to code, and they just asked me like how long does it take. I was like too much overconfident, or I don't know, that was my first job. I never anticipated much things. So I just said in a couple of one week time I should be able to finish. They were like quite surprised, but they didn't say anything. They said, okay, take and do it. So when I started working on it, that time I realized how difficult or how complicated things will turn out to be. And I had to work day and night to make that assignment complete, though my lead helped me. But then at that time he was saying, I was literally surprised the way you said 1 week. I was like totally shocked. How can you say this will take 1 week? But I wanted to give you a chance to see like how you wanted to do. So that was an incident which taught me like how sometimes overconfidence will put us in trouble. And the other one is we have to negotiate the time deadlines whenever required. Those are the two lessons what I learned from that incident. And third incident what I want to share with you all was I was moved to Bangalore for my studies, so I had to stay in the hostel and all. So that was the first time I was like pulled completely out of my comfort zone. And that's the first time I'm coming out of my place, and I have to manage and do everything on my own. That experience really taught me so many things in life, how to manage, plan things, resources. So that was a very big learning curve in my life, and that really helped me, even though the whole journey was not that smooth. It had a lot of ups and downs. I had my own disappointments. I wanted to go back, but I was like, I had to stay to fulfill the whatever I picked up. So that was the other thing. So there are a couple of these incidents which have molded me into a different frame as of now in the life. Okay, why I'm saying frame is because the incidents, whatever you go through, that really puts you in a different frame. I just think for a moment, if I wouldn't have taken all those steps at that time, how would I have been? It would have been a different situation altogether. I would have become a one more teacher there and continued my work. So, so I believe life is a continuous learning process, and whatever we learn, it will never go in waste. It will help us in one way or the other.